Welcome everyone back to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about my brutal honest thoughts on Fortnite. So this chapter actually got me curious and actually brought me back to Fortnite. So I was curious to find out whether they actually addressed the stuff that I didn't particularly like and the reasons why I quit Fortnite, and maybe they addressed it. I just wanted to see if I could give it a second chance. Yeah, so that's gonna be the video. So without further ado, let's get into this. So for me, first of all, I want to say the game is definitely back. Fortnite is back, but it's not back without any drawbacks or anything that's there are some concerns for me. First of all, I think everyone can agree when I say the servers, man, Middle East servers. So first of all, for those who don't know, I'm from South Africa, so we only have two servers we can actually play on, which is EU, and another server is this other server is Middle East. The problem is most of the time Middle East is the one that's broken, so it's your best server. Or EU and Middle East is similar depending on where you stay in South Africa. But anyway, point is, I'm from South Africa and you can't really play competitive. I remember at one stage Fortnite did, or Epic Games did, say they're gonna release a server for South Africans. The thing is, I normally don't think Fortnite lies about things like this. It's just they have a lot of testing to do before they actually can release. I mean, a lot of these updates that you see in the game has been tested for a while, so you kind of have to trust them. And I guess understand if something takes long, they're looking at data, trying to see if they can justify service. In my opinion, no, they can't, because the amount of people in South Africa, first of all, is a lot, but then you would be excluding other people maybe for other African continent, from the African continent, that might also potentially want service. And yeah, so it's not just us, I guess, that should or deserves a server. But yeah, it would be great though. But yeah, so a lot of people jumped the gun when it came to that announcement that we could potentially get servers. By the way, if you look at the gameplay at the background, I haven't played for a while, so yeah, it's scary. Scary times. Yeah, but I'm not gonna try and talk too much about one thing. So the servers out of the way, I also want to mention that we all know the EU servers have potentially, not potentially, have some of the best players on the regions, the most competitive region. We can't play on any NA server because we get too high ping. So I'm just saying majority of people play there. A lot of people from Europe, some places from South Africa and all the African countries, I'm assuming. Asia would probably play in their own regions, and Australia would probably play in Oceania or something like that. So yeah, servers out of the way. Let's talk about guns. I really feel like the guns are really good. I don't think it's the best shotguns in the game. I mean, I have a love for the pump, I guess, and the Havoc pump. I think the Havoc pump is my favorite shotgun. I could be biased because I was playing Chapter 4. I started Chapter 3, but Chapter 4 was peak for me. It's when I enjoyed everything the most. I kind of have to get into this season kind of feels reminiscent to all the seasons that have come before. You could see POIs resembling assets being reused, and I think Fortnite tried to use the concept of OG, where people came back with a nostalgic feeling, and so they kind of tried to make a map that feels familiar but is it's at the same time something new, which is odd because it feels familiar, but it doesn't feel the same. So I don't know, they're the ones, the developers are obviously, they know what they're doing. Look at, for instance, if you look at the background here, right, if you go towards this building right here, it's Chapter 5, just near the, I can't remember that PO, I'm bad with POI names, where I would just say the Latina Mexican vibe POI was there. Sorry if I say it like that, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, so POIs feel familiar, but they're not. They're fresh, just reused assets and stuff like that. Another thing I want to say, mobility. Up to this point, there's been an update, but shockwaves have definitely they made it spawn less, which is a good thing. Too many shockwaves, people run away. So you have this mobility item, the wingsuit, which is a really good mobility item. However, it does have some drawbacks. I feel like they decided to take like some role-playing RPG elements, incorporated in the game to make the game feel different. Obviously, you don't want to feel like your game feel like something that you've played before. So they are trying, which I appreciate, but unfortunately with these items, since they're new in the game, there's a lot of stuff to figure out. People just revert back to shockwaves, especially if you play zero builds. You would just stick to shockwaves. Unlike me, I don't really like shockwaves, but if I were to choose between this mobility item and a shockwave, people can't really hit you in a shockwave, but they can. I don't know, there was done gunplay for me because I killed this guy, but I was so open. Yeah, let's just not talk about this. But anyway, I killed him though, but yeah, I got knocked. So they added the new, like as you can see in the background, they added some new stuff to the game. Like if you, for instance, get knocked, you can roll away, you can use your sprint to crawl faster, which is cool. They added self-revive, which is kind of like something that you can only like maybe use if you're in squads. It's good for maybe competitive play in solo because it can help you, or could be the decider between you and a few guys who also have self-revive to survive in storm. So after you've been knocked, you can obviously revive yourself, and the person who obviously starts it first would probably be like revive first, and the others who started late won't. Yeah, anyway, I really criticized these guys in the background because I felt like at this moment of this point of the game, you can't really fight. Most of the time you have to run. As you will see in the background, everyone will get knocked aside. This one that I literally, so I don't know if they were listening to me, I was complaining, but anyway, I get like sidetracked so easily. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go everything like I like and I don't like, stick to it. Anyway, you know me, man, I always ramble. I miss Fortnite, dude. I'm kind of in between like Fortnite and Marvel Rivals. Anyway, so yeah, let's just stick to the game. I like the map size. It feels like it's huge, but at the same time it also feels small. Like I said, I don't know what they did, but like it feels a bit weird. I do have to talk about the surf, like the battle bus not being present, but as at the time now, there's been updates and stuff, so the battle bus is like there. It kind of spawns in, if I'm not correct, I'm speaking under correction, after 4 battle bus like starts, I guess you can then you will then be coming in via surfboard, as you see in this video. So it jumps between it, alternates between it. One thing I will also want to say is, like, before they added ranked and reload and all these things, the battle royale numbers were looking good. Obviously they wanted people to play this first because, I mean, this is the highlight of every season. And then there you can then split your player base into like various like game modes and what. I don't think a lot of people were playing public creative as well because they were so excited to play maybe the new battle royale map and guns and everything. Everything feels good. Only problem, gripes I have is a bit with the sniper. So the sniper doesn't like headshot kill, which most people probably feel like it's fair, but from a content perspective, I always liked sniping. I always liked it for content, not for competitive. I understand competitive, it's annoying. Someone snipes you, you are dead. Sorry for the pause in that, like, because I by mistake pressed like stop recording with my mic. But anyway, so if someone snipes you, it's GG's, man. So, and also, like, if from like watching competitive, I think like if you miss your snipes, you can also sell in competitive. So probably not the best gun you want to like keep for trading damage and stuff like that, but I'm digressing. So to get back to the point, what I like, what I don't like, what I liked and I don't like. Anyway, so they added gold obviously every season, so you need gold to buy stuff in game. The way it works is it resets after every game, which is good because you just have enough to maybe bring back your squad members, or you want to buy a gun, you want to buy mobility, you want to buy self-revive. All of these things cost gold. I don't know how I feel about like how much gold they should be. Sometimes it feels like it's a lot. Sometimes it feels like you may have too much gold and you're not near anything that you want, or you at the point where you want to buy something but like it's not what you want. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, with regards to the gold, I don't really have a problem. It's just weird like that they made that interesting chains. I don't know why though, because I didn't play Fortnite before, so I can't really comment on why they felt that was the way to go. When it comes to, I was thinking now about something about the regarding gold and stuff. Anywho, moving on. They added like stuff like from previous chapters where you can go invisible and stuff like that. So it reminds me kinda about like, what's that stuff again? The perk system we used to have in chapter 4. It was kind of cool, but they really like didn't really execute it after, like they didn't really balance it or add stuff that was worth like, you know, trying out. I feel like it was the best time like in Fortnite, because you got stuff in the game that could be potentially game changing, or it could also be useless, but I felt like they were going in a good direction, always adding to like, you know, the fun of the game. But like now there's like nothing like that. Like maybe go invisible, there's like some rift events happening which you can potentially get rifts and rotate. I think mobility is still like an issue in the game, like not like heavy, but sometimes like, you know, if you don't find shockwaves and all these things, depending on where you land, I think like, okay, here's my honest thoughts. I think competitive is at the time it's taking like it's Epic Games' priority. So when I talk about fun, it's hard to balance fun when you want to make your game competitive, because to make it competitive you have to have balance in your game. So balance sometimes forces you to take out stuff that are too OP, overpowered, like snipers, mobility items that are annoying, you know. So in order to make competitive, like, because at the end of the day that's what keeps games alive, it's the competitive nature of things. Like it's where your money is at, where people take pride, where gaming orgs, like that's the whole point. So yeah, competitive takes priority. However, I do feel like it does hurt you in terms of like being a casual game at the same time, because I think Fortnite wants to be casual and be competitive. I think a lot of people don't see Fortnite as a competitive game because like of the way it is, the stuff they add, and like, yeah, no, but I mean, to each their own, man. Like I enjoy any competitive. I'm not that heavy into it. I just watch it and I enjoy it. I love the spirit for gaming and the competitive, to see a different level of gaming, and yeah, see people achieve things that I can't myself. But you know, I enjoy it, man. Like I may have caught Fortnite, but I still, like, you know, I still watch it, and I miss the game, bro. And if you want to like use code the West is Bread, I would appreciate it. I may not play always, but yeah, thanks. Appreciate those who actually watch and use my code. But yeah, now that the promotion is out of the way, let's just continue with this. Yeah, anyway, so by the way, this was a very, very like weird game. Spoiler alert, I don't know if we're winning, you're gonna have to see. Yeah, I'm just rambling again. Anyway, so that has been my thoughts on Fortnite. I still have a few minutes to talk, so I'm just gonna just chill and talk about it. Yeah, like, so what I want them to change or add to the game for me is like, I hope with each chapter they bring a different shotgun. I don't want the same shotgun for 4 seasons, man. Like, keep on adding different shotguns, keep on adding different guns. I like the skins that they started the battle pass. I do want to say, like, it looks fire. I actually bought it. I used my code, the West is Bread. Again, another promotion. Stop, like, if you're watching this video up to this point, like, don't judge me, don't judge me. But yeah, as I was saying, skins are good. The collabs, as I'm making this video now, I think today is Danny Phantom. Doesn't look cool, the skins, but I understand like making a 2D character into a 3D character can be difficult. I don't know if they're using AI or whatever to do it, but like I don't know. But yeah, skins are good. I think the game is alive. It's back. There are some stuff they can work on. I don't know. They might be cooking with ranked 2.0. As I'm speaking now, I think ranked is available, but it's still not like, it's still annoying with what it like has to offer or not offer. I mean, like the main gripe I think with people is they feel like rank doesn't really give you much. Like there's no point in grinding rank aside from bragging rights and obviously playing competitive and all these things. But other than that, there's just no point in playing a ranked. Even for me, like I breathed Unreal in Reload, not in Battle Royale because it was annoying, like playing and finding games and stuff. Reload was just a way more fun for me to reach Unreal there. But even with that, man, like there was all like that I could do as content. I can't keep doing that. Like, you know, like getting to Unreal, it just becomes too yeah. And especially I talked about the servers earlier, how annoying that is, finding games sometimes and not playing on like low ping and all those things. Someone actually asked me why is my ping so high. Because I'm in South Africa and we don't have our own servers. So Epic Games, if you're listening, yeah, I do want to talk about the Lulu. I don't even know what's going on there. But the time I played it was a fun mode when it was just creatives, like, oh, creative, sorry. But when they like made it public, it was kind of like a mess. People just started like, you know, trolling and I don't know, man, like it just became annoying. It was something beautiful. It was one of the moments. I think I want to make a video where I all my highlights of my career like up on YouTube and whatever, like just remind people how thankful I am. I don't know when that video will come out, but maybe soon. I don't know, maybe Christmas. I don't know. I'll see. I always make promises that I don't keep. It's not a good thing. I'm sorry for those who actually like, you know, like want that. But anyway, yeah, it's just difficult, man, having a life outside of YouTube and just balancing things, work and what. So I try what I can, and if I fail, I fail. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, this video is kind of like everything kind of thing. Anyway, there's like 3 minutes, so I'm just gonna still like talk. Otherwise, I was just gonna like stop there and let the video play. So yeah, that has been like my stuff for Fortnite. I really hope they have more in store for us, some more banger content stuff. So far I'm enjoying it, but I'm kind of still in between like Marvel Rivals and stuff, so I won't leave that. I will always just, you know, play whatever I like at the time, because I just feel like I don't want to play something that I don't enjoy, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed what I said, and comment down below if you like agree, if you disagree, if you want to add maybe some stuff. You're always welcome to. Yeah, but I hope you guys are doing well. If you are new YouTuber watching this video and you also want to grow, keep on growing, man. Keep on working hard to achieve your goals. You will get there. Just don't give up. Never give up. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Come on, we got this. Let's go! Let's go, man. GG's, man.